So this guy, let's call him Hawkeye. Now Hawkeye has a problem. Someone just pew-pewed his sister in the chest, and Hawkeye only has a few seconds to act. So he pulls out his weapon, and he fires. Now, just a few hours before this, Hawkeye is at the mall Christmas shopping with his family. And as presents are being bought, Hawkeye, who's only 15 by the way, gets into an argument with his younger brother. His younger brother we'll call Lil Bro, and Lil Bro is only 14. So Hawkeye and Lil Bro allegedly start arguing over who their mom is buying more gifts for. And this argument gets heated, and Lil Bro gets real mad. In fact, this argument is so bad that hours later they're at their grandma's house and the fight is still going on. And at this point, Hawkeye, he's just over it, so he goes with his grandma into the kitchen. But Lil Bro doesn't want to let it go, and he gets more and more upset. And he follows him in there, and he stands in the doorway arguing. And he's trying to get Hawkeye to fight him. But it's Christmas Eve. Hawkeye doesn't want to fight him. Now at this point, it's not entirely clear what was said, but suddenly Lil Bro snaps, and he pulls out a pew-pew. Now Lil Bro's only 14. How does he have a firearm? First of all, America. Second, Lil Bro and his group of friends were known to break into cars at night where people often leave their firearm. And so they steal them. I mean, he's 14 and he's already got a long arrest record. So Lil Bro's got this pew-pew and he pulls it out. And he threatens to Hawkeye in the head. But then an uncle steps in. And Uncle breaks it up and he sort of moves Lil Bro out to the driveway to cool off. Now the driveway is where Lil Bro runs into their older sister, this woman, Abrielle. Abrielle's 23 and she's carrying her 11-month-old in a carrier. Now Abrielle's the mature one and she basically tells Lil Bro to stop acting like a turd, it's Christmas Eve. But Lil Bro doesn't want to hear it from her either. And he starts being mean, cussing her out, calling her awful names I won't repeat, and every step of the way he's getting angrier and angrier. Till finally he snaps. Again. And he pulls out his pew-pew again. And then he points it at her and he threatens to use it. And they keep arguing and he fires. And the bullet hits Abrielle in the chest, and she drops the baby as she falls to the ground. Now Hawkeye, he's still inside, and I guess he hears the gunshot, because he immediately runs outside, and he sees his sister on the ground. And he can't believe it, and he pulls out his pew-pew, and he aims it at Lil Bro. So where did Hawkeye get a firearm? Well, first of all, America. Second of all, same way, breaking into cars at night. So Hawkeye pulls out his pew-pew, and he aims it at Lil Bro. And he says, "You shot my motherfucking sister." And he fires one time. And the bullet hits Lil Bro in the stomach, and Lil Bro falls to the ground. So Hawkeye panics. He doesn't know what to do, so he just runs. And he runs, and he runs, and he runs until he ultimately ends up at a relative's house. Now police, they eventually find him there, and they arrest him, and here's his mugshot. Meanwhile, Lil Bro is taken to a hospital, and he's still in his hospital gown when he's arrested. And here's his mugshot. Now Abrielle is also taken to the hospital, but unfortunately, she doesn't make it. But luckily, her baby that she dropped is fine. Now, both Hawkeye and Lil Bro are being charged with first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder, among other things. And this all happened on Christmas Eve in Largo, Florida, so Merry Christmas to Florida.